welcome to the garage, and I'm here again with the rather temperamental Scootacar. So now that the points have been fitted, I thought I'd have a go at checking the ignition timing, because when I tried to start it the other day, it just misfired, but it wouldn't catch on. And I've tried everything else, and it's got fuel getting through, the carburetor seems to be fine, and there's a healthy spark at the plug. So, and I know it's a healthy engine, so the only thing I can think of really is the timing. So we'll just have a dive into that and see how we get on with it. So I thought I would use this book as a reference. It's the Scootacar Handbook, compiled by Stephen Boyd of the Scootacar Register. To gain access to the engine of the points, I'm going to have to tip the car up on its side again and crawl around underneath and take the covers off the points. Make the access a little bit easier. Just coming underneath, and this cover, we need to take this cover. Nice Villiers script there. So then we'll gain access to the contact breaker points and the ignition timing. Anyway, there's two screws. There's one there and there's one at the top, which you can't really see from this angle. But I have to undo two screws and rotate the whole back plate or base plate to advance or retard the ignition timing accordingly. Thing I need to do is remove the spark plug, like so. The manual says about removing the cylinder head, but I don't want to do that today, as I don't know take off more items than I really need to. So I'm going to use this handy tool which tells me how far up the piston is travelling inside the cylinder. So I'll just fit this and it'll give me an idea where we're at. So I'm now facing the other side of the engine. This is the front of the car here, and this is the left side of the engine. Normal rotation when it's starting in the forward direction is on this side is anti-clockwise. So I can turn the engine this way using the fan blades here, and when I insert the this rod here, it will move up and down as I turn the engine, so I know when the piston is at the top. Starting to go up now. Keeps getting jammed on the side of the cylinder, that's the trouble. Probably would have been better with a chopstick. See how it's moving. Maybe this is why I'm supposed to take the cylinder head off. I would say that's top dead center there. According to the manual, it needs to be 11/64ths of an inch below the top of the bore. Well, that doesn't mean anything to me. In what I understand it as being just over 4 millimeters from top dead center. So I will find on here the 4 millimeters mark. I find the markings are actually really hard to see, so I'm going to put some masking tape round and mark it off, because then I need to go down 4.3 millimeters. Well, don't know about the 0.3 bit, but we'll try. So that line is top dead center, and I'm going to make another mark 4 millimeters above that. So as the piston goes down, it will go to the second line. I've made another mark there, which is near enough, shall we say. I think that's about it. The next step is slacken the two cheese head screws securing the contact breaker base plate to the armature and move the plate until the forward rotation points are just beginning to open. It's a very thin piece of paper to check that the points are just starting to open. It was recommended by someone about using cigarette paper, but I don't smoke, so I found a thin piece of paper. So I'm now going to tighten the back plate screws. Now switch on the ignition. This can be checked by turning the engine until both sets of points are closed. Now switch on the ignition and open the points by hand when a spark will be seen at the appropriate points. So I'll turn on the ignition. Right. Now we've got a spark. That doesn't mean anything on its own because I had a spark before. So I'll try it anyway. So I've checked the points gap, I've checked the ignition timing, and I've checked the functionality of the carburetor, taken it out, given it a good clean. The float is okay. The spark at the plug, the spark at the points, and I know the engine is in good condition because it's been rebuilt a few years ago and it's done no miles at all. And there's fuel in the tank. I really don't know where else to go from here. So any suggestions? So I'm going to leave it here for now and have a think about this, and I'll see you in another video. Thanks again for watching. Bye.